Hello, my absolutely luminous financial fashionistas. This is Joy with Joyful Budgeting Co. and welcome to another spectacular Friday celebration. Can you believe that we're already wrapping up the second full week of 2026? Today, we're doing it all. We're going to start out by unstuffing our variable envelopes, finding out how much we have left over for our rollover, which we're allocating to some mini challenges. And then we are going to stuff our variable envelopes with the funds from our reserve funds binder. And then we will get into our festivities. We will be stuffing our Friyay envelope, connecting with our budget buddy for motivation and accountability because we're stronger together, and kicking off the second week of our brand new 52-week reverse challenge made by Budgeting Just Because. That's going to help us save $1,300 this year. If you're ready to close out this week feeling financially fierce, completely unstoppable, and set up for an amazing weekend, smash the like button and let's make this Friday absolutely legendary. Today, in our variable envelopes, we have $10, $20, $30, $40 remaining in gas. I had to handle some things for the kids. We also have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, $39 remaining in groceries. Kids do have funds left over. However, as I stated, they were going to have some expenses that come through, and they've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This is birthday money. So they've got $25 left over. And while we were out and about, I did spend just a little bit of what I had been saving. So in spending, I have 150, 210, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 61, 62, 63. So I've got $263 in spending. We've been doing great, rocking and rolling. The kids and the spending, remember, we rolled that over. We're going to place these envelopes here because now it's time to have a little bit of fun before we restuff those envelopes. And we will be adding funds to our mini challenges. Remember, last week we completed our book savings challenge. I have a total of $85 in this challenge. I am completing the last book in the series, so I know that I will be using some of this in order to order the next series of books, which is a series of only 2 books. And then we've got the garden savings challenge, and we also have the ice cream savings challenge for some summer fun for the kids. So this one saves $300 and this one $525. Let's see how much we have to allocate to these from our rollover funds. We've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, $79 from rollover. And if you guys recall, we did have an additional $5 in gardening, but I think we're going to end up rolling that additional 5 over because I'm going to go on ahead and add $35 to this challenge today. So I'm going to check off another one of our spaces here because they're $35 each. And we are going to get 10, 20, 30, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll get 35 from here. And now in our gardening challenge, we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75. Yes, so we have $75. So we have an additional 5. So hopefully we can get it to even out by adding $30 next week. We'll see. And then for the ice cream challenge, I'm going to put the rest of this in here, which means that we've got 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43, $44 that we're adding. Let's see how much we had previously. We had 50. So since this is 44 and we already had 50, we can check 2 of our boxes here because we only needed 10 more in order to add another one. And then that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And we are going to end up with $4 more left over, but that is okay. So now in this challenge, we have a total of 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 91, 92, 93, $94 in this challenge, which means we need another 26 to check off another one of our luscious ice cream desserts. Let's get this back into the envelope. So now we have stuffed all of our rollover money, and it is time to get these variable envelopes restuffed. And we are starting out with gas. We are adding $100 to our gas envelope. Now, because I'm depending on others to move us around, but I am allowing them to drive my car doesn't move as much because I'm not driving back and forth to work. So we should have rollover funds since I'm not moving around as much. We'll see. Then for kids, we are adding $20, which is 5, 10, 15, 20, which now brings the kids to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, $45. I have a little one that was very excited because he was able to get a haircut before his birthday. And then for groceries, we will be adding $75 for groceries. Then we've got spending. We will be adding $10 to spending, which means we now have 150, 210, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 71, 72, 73, $273. So we are moving right along. I'm going to put this back into my wallet here, and we are good to go. I do have some receipts in here that need to be scanned into Fetch, and I will get those placed into this receipts pocket. And I don't know why I didn't scan the other ones. I will try to remember to get that done today. Now let's move on to today's Fun Friday lineup. And for Fun Friday, we have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91. So $191. And since it's right here on top, looking at us saying, pick me, we will start with our 52-week reverse by budgeting just because. And we are on week 51 since we're going backwards. So we will get $51. Place that into our pocket here. There we go. And we are moving things right along. That means now we have saved $103, and we're only on week 2 of this challenge. I'm proud of us. We're going to keep it moving, and we're going to complete this on time, staying consistent. Moving right along, we are going to stuff our Friyay Savings Challenge. And today is Friday the 9th, so we're going to check this off. We've got $9 here ready to be stuffed for week 2 of our challenge. There we go. And we will get this stuffed into January week 2. And last but not least, if you all remember, I mentioned that Budget Buddies had me worried. Now, this week in our Budget Buddies, we are saving a whopping $105. I told y'all, Budget Buddies this year may have us looking at taking on a side job, but we're going to get it done because it's for a good cause. So we've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5. That is the majority of our money. It is $105. I'm going to count it to make sure since we had to swap denominations. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, $105, which now brings our budget buddies to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, $130. And we are only on week number 2 of January. And just like that, we've wrapped up another incredible week with absolute financial excellence, from our rollover money going into mini challenges, to our Friyay savings challenge, to budget buddies check-ins, and our amazing 52-week reverse savings challenge. We crushed it today. Those perfectly stuffed envelopes are going to carry us into our weekend with confidence, peace, and pure abundance. Thank you for celebrating this fabulous Friday with me, my wonderful financial fashionistas. This is Joy with Joyful Budgeting Co., sending you into your weekend feeling secure, celebrated, and absolutely unstoppable. Remember every moment knowing your finances are handled, and I'll see you tomorrow for Saturday Savings, where we're combining faith, affirmations, and finances.